This is Nilah, one of the most underplayed forgotten champs in all of League, that has never really found her place on the Summoner's Rift since she was released. She is a melee champ meant to be played in the bot lane, against champs with very high range, which on paper doesn't sound that bad, since she has 2 dashes and an ability to block auto attacks. But the problem is once you factor in supports being able to poke you down or CC chain you to death, the fact that her laning phase is almost as bad as Kayle or Veigar, you start to see why nobody really likes her. I mean, who in their right mind would want to suffer for 20 minutes for not even that big of a payoff, right? Now you're probably wondering, why does this even matter to me? Why should I care about some dumb ADC that nobody plays? And to you I would say, not freaking dumb. They don't understand you like I do. But yeah, that's completely valid. If you don't want some of the freest, most juiciest LP gains you will ever see in your life, don't play her. But if you do, I promise to teach you everything you need to know. To me, Nilah in the early game is about capitalizing on people's mistakes. Remember when I said she has a weak laning phase like Kayle? I wasn't lying to you. I'm sure you can also remember a time when your top laner lost to a level 1 Kayle and then said many things that can't be said here. The reason this happened was that Kayle capitalized on your top laner's mistakes just like I did here. Now obviously this doesn't happen every game, but it goes to show that just because you are quote-unquote weak doesn't mean you can't fight. Did I ever mention Nilah's passive? The important things you need to know are if you get healed or shielded by a teammate, Nilah and the person who is healing or shielding gets extra. Also, you and whoever is close to you in lane gets more XP, meaning you hit level 3 faster, meaning easy level up timer kill, meaning you win the game at level 3, right? Well, it depends on matchups, which I'll go over later. Now you're probably wondering, why would I want to suffer for 20 minutes if you said the payoff isn't even that big? Well, I lied. This is the payoff. I'll keep it real quick and simple. Every item you get on Nilah is equivalent to every Infinity Stone Thanos got in the Avengers. Your goal in every game is to collect all 6 Infinity Stones. They just look a little different in League. For Boots, or Thanos' Gauntlet, you should buy Gluttonous Greaves almost every game. Since you already get healing off your Q and autos and Omnivamp from D-Blade, you get a lot of healing. If the enemy team is all AD or AP, you can go Defensive Boots. But personally, I still like going Gluttonous Greaves. For your first item, I recommend Collector or Yuntals. Personally, I like Collector, but if you want more scaling, you can go Yuntals, but only if you get a BF sword back. For your second item, I recommend Infinity Edge, which is when you kind of start doing big damage. Think of this as the purple stone Thanos used to blow up Iron Man. For your third item, I recommend LDR or Mortal Reminder. Either one works. If you need anti-heal, then you can go Mortal. Once you get to this stage, you can kinda start killing almost everyone and anything in the game. For your fourth and fifth item, I recommend Shield Bow and Death Dance. Since you already have a lot of damage, your next items are defensive, and these make you essentially unkillable. If you get to this point, you can literally 1v5 fights. It's kinda crazy. Think of it as the Time Stone, the green one that Thanos had. For your sixth item, you can go whatever you want. If you want some lifesteal, you can go BT. If you want some defense, you can build a tank item. I personally like going PD since I go Collector and I need the attack speed. But I think your sixth item can be anything you want. To me, fighting on Nilah is pretty simple. If you believe in your team, then you can go for crazy engage 5-man ultis and play for your team. But let's be honest. Who the fuck believes in their team? What I found is best is you wait until the enemy uses their CC and abilities on your team. Then you dash or flash in, and then Thanos snap them all. Your very high skilled combo RQ auto. Other than that, your main combos or fighting style is, like I said before, gap close with E or flash on a squishy target, use your R on as many people as you can to get the most healing and damage possible, and click Q and auto until they all die. Now, before you get out there and show the world your Nilah, just remember, nobody really knows what your champ does, and that includes your teammates. But now, you know what your champ does. And you can use that to your advantage with this final tip. If you have an engaged support, tell them let's all in at level 3. If you have an enchanter, don't force anything. Just try to scale and follow up on the enemy's mistakes. If you have a poke mage, just wait till they hit their CC and poke them down, then you can go for an all-in. Now, if you follow these 3 steps, I'm sure you'll climb in no time. If you don't, you can always buy my Nilah only course for only $1,000. I promise it's worth your time and money. Hey, wait, don't end the video, I'm telling them my course. So what if I'm only plat? They don't know that.